And whoa, look at Magoo. Magoo streaks into the...
Thorpe's got past Gavors. They lock handlebars as they go through, but Thorpe's done.
Here comes Bradshaw to the outside of Bale. He takes over the number 2 position, and Bradshaw is not done.
Made a superb start, and it was Andre Malherbe, the man who leads the championship points table, who led the charge. But it's Dave Thorpe who's got back in front of Malherbe, back in 4th place. It's Dave Thorpe ahead again. Well, what a magnificent ride by the British boy. Dave Thorpe is there. Malherbe is down in 4th place. The Finn, number 60. That's Perry Leask, another British boy having his share of glory. Well, a splendid ride by Perry Leask in 2nd place. And Dave Thorpe in front, and the 20,000 fans here at Hawkston breathe a sigh of relief as Thorpe control that tricky moment. And that looks as though it's Carlquist who's through into 2nd place now. Parkin Carlquist to the Swede. Look at these men leaping over this big jump.
I spoke to him between the races, and he said that he wanted the race pattern to be the same. He wanted to take the lead and draw out a comfortable lead if he could. But I don't think it's going to be so easy this time, because Malherbe's there right from the beginning now.
In there, number 5, Dave Thorpe. Fresh as a daisy after that first hard, grueling 40-minute plus 2-lap leg. And Thorpe looking good, using the berm. That's the loose soil that's been packed into. And Thorpe getting crossed at it then. Carlquist behind him. Malherbe also looking very spectacular. Carlquist in 2nd place. Well, Carlquist deliberately took a breather in the first leg because he felt that as this is his comeback meeting on the Grand Prix trail, quite a layoff. He's had about 6 weeks off because of hurting his finger. Carlquist decided he wanted to take a breather. He didn't want to blow it all, and then he found that really he could have been as strong throughout the race as he was at the start and the end bits. And I think we're going to see Carla having a go this time, Dave.
Yeah, it looks that way. He spoke to me and said that he was troubled by his hand in the first one, but he knows what to do, and he's going to be in there.
5 is Thorpe. 1 is Carlquist. 2, Malherbe. Andre Malherbe, who had a tumble early on in the first leg. Problem is, and Carlquist and Malherbe battling away side to side, and Carlquist chops across the path of Malherbe. Well, these 2 rivals, Carlquist, the reigning world champion, Malherbe is through, and Carlquist looks to be in trouble. Dave?
Yes, as we said in the first race, the important thing at this stage of the race is to find a rhythm where you can go at a comfortable speed. Carlquist can't find that. He's in trouble. He's made 2 or 3 mistakes, and we can see the ground he's lost there now from Malherbe in the space of a quarter of a lap.
And the Finn Jukka Sintonen, man who lives in fact at Imatra, which is the home of the road racing circuit in Finland. Here's Dave Thorpe, bike number 5. You can see the fans and the marshals waving him on, but behind him has been an absolutely superb battle between the Belgians Georges and Andre Malherbe. Thorpe has seen none of this battle, but it's been an excellent scrap nonetheless. At the moment, Romans has the advantage. Romans is in 2nd spot. Georges Jobet is 3rd, and Andre Malherbe is 4th. Parkin Carlquist, as you've heard, unfortunately forced to retire. He was charging with the leaders, but whether trying to avoid, of course, getting tangled up with him or making a mistake.
He's still pressing on, so I think he's okay.
Dave Thorpe, the current British champion, as I said before, he had a wrist injury a couple of weeks ago, but that wrist injury appears to have been healed up. He's riding absolutely superbly.
I just noticed Dave Thorpe throw off his goggles. This, I would think, is because he's really getting hot after 40 minutes racing. He's sweating. The sweat in the helmet comes down into the goggles and mists them up, and he's obviously now thrown them off for better vision. But this can be a mistake if he gets tangled up with back markers. The sand then is put straight into his eyes.
A calculated gamble from Dave Thorpe. He obviously won't want any sand. 40 minutes gone then, so when Dave Thorpe comes round to the start and finish line, he'll get the board showing 2 laps to go, and really those 2 laps will probably be the longest of his life, Dave.
Yes, when he gets the 2 laps, he will desperately not want to make a mistake.
Tremendous performance from the British boy. And Thorpe has lapped all but the first 9 riders, and that really is remarkable in competition at this level. Dave Thorpe, his wife Sharon here, little baby boy Lewis as Thorpe. Be down into the sandpit, that 15-foot leap over the top. No mistake there. Then he comes to the jumps. Well, he'll slow down. No double jumps for Dave Thorpe, and why should he when he's got victory? And the signal will go out. Father Keith Thorpe will go out with the board on the hill. We'll see him in a moment. We shall see his father with the signal going out on the right of your picture. There he is, urging his boy on to the top of the hill for the last time. This is Dave Thorpe's 2nd season with Honda, and they really must be very pleased with him. And sad too that another old British favourite, Graham Noyce, is not here. A mystery really. Graham set off from his home to get here at 6 o'clock yesterday morning, but nobody's heard sight or sound of him. And really, it's Graham Noyce in the demise, and this boy David Thorpe in the ascendancy.
That's true, Chris. Graham Noyce, we're all disappointed, spectators alike, that Graham's not here, because Graham's a real character, a fighter, and he just hasn't appeared. But nevertheless, I think David Thorpe's performance here has made up for everything.
The crowd cheer and wave. Dave Thorpe, less than half a lap to go, and then the crowd are delighted with good reason. Down into the sandpit again, not slowing down but not taking any risks. Over the first jump, over the second, he can see the checkered flag. Dave Thorpe is going to win the 2nd leg. Overall victory at the British Grand Prix for Dave Thorpe, and a really magnificent performance.